Davante Adams and the Jets, a risky reunion? As the New York Jets navigate a rocky season, the prospect of acquiring Davante Adams from the Las Vegas Raiders presents both an enticing opportunity and a daunting challenge. Adams, a star wideout with a proven track record, could seemingly elevate the Jets' struggling offense. However, the question remains: should Adams choose to join a franchise that appears to be in disarray? The Jets' current state. The Jets entered this season with high expectations, particularly after acquiring Aaron Rodgers. Yet, following a dismal performance against the Minnesota Vikings, it's evident that the team is grappling with consistency issues. Despite their 2 wins, both came against teams that are currently floundering. With a struggling offensive line and a disjointed offense, the Jets have shown little indication that they can effectively utilize a talent like Adams. Rodgers, despite his experience and skill, has looked frail behind a shaky offensive line, coupled with his age, 40 years old, and an ankle injury. His ability to lead the team has come under scrutiny. Moreover, young receiver Garrett Wilson's frustrations with the scheme further complicate the situation. With Wilson already vying for attention as the team's primary target, adding Adams into the mix raises concerns about chemistry and distribution of targets. Adams' considerations. For Adams, who is nearing the end of his prime, the decision to join the Jets involves weighing several critical factors. Financial security. Adams has significant financial considerations. With a contract that includes $72.5 million in base salary over the next 2 years, any trade would need to ensure that he receives guaranteed money moving forward. Especially with his career winding down, the Jets may not be in a position to provide that security given their current cap situation. Desire for success. At this stage in his career, Adams should prioritize joining a team that can contend for championships. The Jets' recent performances cast doubt on their viability as a playoff team. A move to a franchise that feels unstable might not be the best fit for Adams, who is aiming for one last shot at glory. Offensive fit. The Jets' offense, characterized by inconsistencies and a lack of cohesion, may not fully leverage Adams' skills. He thrives in a system that allows for deep routes and aggressive downfield plays, elements that have been missing from the Jets' recent game plans. The road ahead. The Jets face a critical juncture in the upcoming games against the Buffalo Bills and Pittsburgh Steelers. If they falter and drop to a disheartening 2-5, the outlook for the season, and for Adams' potential trade, could shift dramatically. The team's morale and public perception could spiral further, making it an unappealing destination for a player of Adams' caliber. While the allure of reuniting with Rodgers is tempting, Adams must consider the broader implications of joining a team that seems on the verge of collapse. If things don't turn around quickly for the Jets, it might not be a risk worth taking. In the end, the decision rests with Adams, who must weigh the potential for success against the realities of a franchise in turmoil. As the Jets continue to search for that elusive, last card to salvage their season, the stakes are high, not just for the team, but for a veteran star looking to leave a lasting legacy. Dak Prescott's resilience leads Cowboys to last-minute victory over Steelers, in a game that highlighted both the challenges and triumphs of Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys emerged victorious against the Pittsburgh Steelers with a 20-17 win on Sunday night. Prescott, despite a shaky performance that included 2 interceptions and a fumble, showcased his clutch ability when it mattered most. The defining moment of the game came in the final minute, with the Cowboys facing 2nd and goal inside the 1-yard line. A potential disaster struck when linebacker Elandon Roberts forced a fumble from running back Rico Dowdle. However, Prescott was quick to react, diving on the loose ball to retain possession. Just 2 plays later, he connected with Jalen Tolbert for a go-ahead touchdown with 20 seconds remaining. First half struggles. The first half was a struggle for both teams, with the Cowboys leading only 6-3 at halftime. Prescott had multiple opportunities to extend the lead but failed to capitalize, fumbling the ball under pressure from T.J. Watt and throwing a puzzling interception intended for CeeDee Lamb. Those red zone turnovers kept the Steelers in the game and left Dallas frustrated. Turning points in the game. After a rocky start, the Steelers took the lead early in the third quarter with a touchdown pass from Justin Fields to Connor Hayward, making it 10-6. The Cowboys' woes continued as Brandon Aubrey's field goal attempt was blocked. And a missed opportunity to capitalize on the Steelers' mistakes loomed large. However, Prescott turned the tide early in the fourth quarter, finding Dowdle for a 22-yard touchdown, putting Dallas ahead 13-10. But the mistakes continued. A deep pass intended for Tolbert was intercepted by Joey Porter Jr., which led to a touchdown for the Steelers and gave them a 17-13 lead with just under 5 minutes left. Clutch performance. With their backs against the wall, the Cowboys mounted a final drive that showcased a shift in strategy. Prescott leaned on the running game, but after Dowdle's fumble, it seemed the momentum had swung in favor of the Steelers. Nevertheless, Prescott's poise shone through as he connected with Tolbert on fourth down to secure the win. The Cowboys improved to 3-2, but they will need to address the numerous mistakes if they hope to compete with stronger teams in the future. Despite the challenges, Prescott's ability to recover and deliver when it counted will be a key takeaway for the team moving forward. As they head into the next week, the focus will be on correcting their errors while savoring the victory in a tough environment. Jaden Daniels makes history. First player to pass for 1.000 yards and rush for 250 in first 5 games. Jaden Daniels is making waves in the NFL, achieving a remarkable milestone that no player has reached before. The Commanders' rookie quarterback became the first player in league history to throw for over 1.000 passing yards and rush for at least 250 yards in his first 5 career games. In a standout performance against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, Daniels threw for 166 yards and rushed for 48 yards in the first half alone, showcasing his dual-threat capabilities. Thanks to his efforts, the Commanders took a commanding 24-3 lead into halftime. As the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft, Daniels continues to impress with his ability to both air it out and make plays on the ground, solidifying his place as a player to watch as the season progresses. His historic start not only highlights his talent but also raises expectations for his future in the league. Jaguars finally get in the win column with 37-34 victory over Colts. After a disheartening start to the season, the Jacksonville Jaguars secured their first win with a nail-biting 37-34 victory over the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday at Everbank Stadium. The win not only lifts the Jaguars to 1-4 but also ensures that every NFL team has won at least one game this season. Game highlights. The Jaguars dominated for much of the afternoon, highlighted by a spectacular 85-yard touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence to rookie Brian Thomas Jr. in the second quarter. Jacksonville expanded their lead to 14 points in the fourth quarter with a 4-yard touchdown pass to Brenton Strange and a stunning 65-yard rushing touchdown from Tank Bigsby with just over 5 minutes left in the game. However, the game took a dramatic turn as Colts quarterback Joe Flacco, filling in for the injured Anthony Richardson, mounted a quick response. Flacco orchestrated a swift 3-play touchdown drive, featuring 2 deep passes to Alec Pierce, narrowing the gap to a single touchdown. Late game drama. Following a quick 3-and-out from the Jaguars, the Colts seized the opportunity. Flacco connected with Pierce again for a 65-yard touchdown, stunning Jacksonville fans and tying the game at 34-34 with just over 2 minutes remaining. Despite the mounting pressure, Lawrence composed himself and led the Jaguars down the field, setting up rookie kicker Cam Little for a game-winning 49-yard field goal with just 17 seconds left on the clock. Key player performances. Trevor Lawrence, 28 of 34, 371 yards, 2 TDs, 1 INT. Tank Bigsby, 101 rushing yards, 2 TDs on 13 carries. Brian Thomas Jr., 122 receiving yards, 1 TD on 5 catches. For the Colts, Flacco had an impressive outing, completing 33 of 44 passes for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. Alec Pierce emerged as a key target, finishing with 134 yards and a touchdown, all of which came in the dramatic fourth quarter. Looking ahead, the Jaguars will take on the Chicago Bears next week at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, kicking off their back-to-back games in the city. Winning both games will be crucial for Jacksonville as they aim to salvage their season. Historically, only the 1992 San Diego Chargers have made the playoffs after starting 0-4. With this victory, The Jaguars not only snapped their losing streak but also reignited hope for their season. It's a significant first step, marking a new chapter as they seek to build momentum in the weeks ahead. Giants stunned Seahawks with 29-20 win, shocking survivor pools nationwide. In a surprising turn of events, the New York Giants pulled off a stunning 29-20 victory over the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday, leaving many survivor pool participants reeling. Over 40% of Yahoo Sports users had confidently selected the Seahawks to win, making them the most popular choice of the week. Seattle's offense falls flat after an explosive performance in Week 4, where they amassed 516 total yards. The Seahawks' offense faltered at home. Quarterback Geno Smith, who entered the game as the league's passing leader after a career-high 395 yards in their previous loss to the Detroit Lions, struggled to find his rhythm. He finished the game with 284 passing yards, 1 touchdown, and led the team in rushing with 73 yards. Giants seized control. The game was tightly contested, with the score tied at 10-10 at halftime. However, the Giants came out strong after the break. Daniel Jones connected with Darius Slayton for a 30-yard touchdown, taking a lead that the Giants would maintain. Slayton had been penalized for a finger gun celebration just moments before his touchdown catch, but it didn't faze him. The Giants continued to build their advantage, thanks to another field goal by Greg Joseph and a fourth down stop that set them up nicely. As the fourth quarter progressed, Jones capped his solid outing, 23 of 34 for 257 yards and 2 touchdowns, leading his team effectively against a once prominent Seahawks defense. Dramatic finish. Late in the game, the Seahawks finally mounted a drive into the red zone, culminating in a 5-yard touchdown pass from Smith to Jackson Smith-Njigba. With the game within reach, the Seahawks attempted a field goal to tie it in the final minute. However, Isaiah Simmons blocked the attempt, and Bryce Ford Wheaton scooped up the loose ball, returning it 60 yards for a touchdown. This crucial play sealed the Giants' 9-point victory and marked a significant upset in the league. Game stats and highlights. Giants key players. Daniel Jones, 23 of 34, 257 yards, 2 TDs. Darius Slayton, 122 yards, 1 TD on 8 catches. Tyrone Tracy, 129 rushing yards on 18 carries. Seahawks key players. Geno Smith, 28 of 40, 284 yards, 1 TD. Kenneth Walker III, 19 rushing yards on 5 carries. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards on 4 catches. With this victory, the Giants improved to 2-3, showing resilience after a tough start to the season, while the Seahawks dropped to 3-2, facing questions about their recent performance. As the season continues, this game will be remembered as a significant upset that could impact playoff seeding later on.